Aloha, Richard Halverson here. This is ITS388J, and in this video, I'm going to continue with Chapter 7, and we're going to talk about mutators, accessors, private helpers, and constructors. So let me share my screen. All right, so we just finished talking about classes, defining a class, and so on. And inside of a class's public methods are commonly classified as either mutators or accessors. Mutators can change something inside, they can write something, and accessors are simply doing get type functions. Commonly, mutators can may be called setters, and accessors may be called getters, just fancy names. So here, for example, we've got a class called restaurant, and these are the private variables, private fields, but we have these public methods here. Everything's a method. And this is how you write the restaurant's name. This is how you set the rating of the restaurant. This is how you get what the restaurant's name is. This is how you get what the rating is. And this is how you can print something that's restaurant name along with the rating. And so this is how you might use this class. Here we create a new instance of it called My Place, and we set the name and we set the rating. And then we can print out the name and say is rated as, and we can get the rating. It prints out something that looks like this. All right. So those are mutators and accessors. And there's also what we call private helpers. And these are just internal methods, private methods that other methods inside the class uses. That's all. Private helper methods are just private methods that are only accessible by other methods inside the class. All right, so here's a challenge here. We've got we have a dog class, and the dog and all there is it contains the age of the dog and a way to set the age in months, and then it also will return the stage that the dog is, and either a puppy by age, either a puppy or adolescence or adulthood or a senior. And so those are the two methods that are available in dog. And so now we're going to use it. We're going to create an instance of a dog called Buddy. We're going to set the age at 87. And we're going to output the stage of Buddy, and we can see that 87 he would output as a senior, and that's what that is. Okay, so let's do the first one. Buddy, age is 1. What's the stage of Buddy? 1 is 1 month. Must be 1 month. Puppy. So what's the stage of Buddy? Puppy. I better get this right. Looks like that. And it is just a print. It's not a print line. So I think that might be it. All right. What's the next one? Dog is, so it's now we're talking years. Years. We have set the years, add a year, and get the number of years. Set the age to 4 years. Make it 5 years, make it 6 years, and print out Buddy's age, and I guess it'd be 6. All right. This one is Buddy has a weight, and Buddy has a size. Size is either going to be size depends on the weight. If it's less than 20. It's small. Otherwise, if it's less than 50, it's medium. Otherwise, it's large. Okay, so we have a dog called Buddy. We set Buddy's weight, and we're going to say that your dog is space 57 is large. Sorry, large. Well, that's not so bad. So let's see if that's right. There was one space there. Yes. Okay. What's the last one? So for this one, when we're setting, looks like we can set the weight and the age. The weight and the age. And the weight is set. Okay, the weight is sets this internal variable called weight, which private variable called weight, private variable called years, and we have a string in there called size, which is going to be written based on the weight, and an integer variable called human years, which is going to be written I guess it's going to be written by this set human years method, which looks at the size, and the number and the age of the dog in years. All right, so we're going to call the dog. It's 30, weight of 30, age of 9, and it's going to output human years colon space, and weight of 30, age of 9. The weight is 30, so it's medium. And the age is 9. And so we go up here and we find that it's equals this one. Factor is equal to 7 then, because the size is medium. The factor is 7. So we take the years, this 9. We take this 9 here, and we multiply it by 7, and we get 63. 9 times 7 is 63. So I guess the answer is 63. That's my guess. Yes. Okay. Well, all right. Now, let's talk about initialization and constructors. A good practice is to initialize all variables when declared. This section deals with initializing the fields of a class when a variable of the class type is allocated. So, here we have a nice, the programmer can initialize fields in the field declaration. So of course we can do something like this, where we have a restaurant class, and that restaurant has got a name, and the restaurant's got a rating, and we can just initialize those right in the beginning here. Here, when this fave lunch place is created based on the restaurant object, then at this point, once it's created, it's going to be no name with a rating of -1, but then we can set the name and set the rating. So anyway, that's why when we first printed it, it's no name and -1, and then once it's set, it outputs like that. So now we can have constructors where back when we create an instance of it, like right here. Here is when we create an instance. We create an instance of the restaurant. Well, we can put arguments inside there, and those can be used to initialize to initialize the private fields, to initialize the fields. And so it's kind of like what we have up here, where really we're initializing it with name equals no name and rating equals -1. It's kind of like we have a constructor like this, which initializes the name to no name and the rating to -1. And then we have the set name and the set rating. Now, we can define other kinds of constructors, and gosh, don't we do that? Constructors. Well, anyway, let's do the challenge here. All right, so we have a challenge here, and we've got a class called bicycle, and we have it initializes at no type -1 is the year, and we can set the type and we can set the year, and it prints out like that. And so let's just start this. Press start, and it's no type -year, set bicycle type, bicycle year, and prints out like that. So we're going to say we're going to create a new instance of a bicycle called commuter bike, and we're going to print out now what we're going to print whatever the print method says, and it's going to be type. It's going to be no type space -1 enter, because it's print line. And so that's what happens here. And then we're going to set the type equal to cruiser, and we're going to set the year equal to 1995. And then we're going to print again, and so we end up printing cruiser space 1995 enter. Okay, very good. What's next? This one is bicycle is type year, no type -1. This is it's done with a constructor there. Set type, set year. Okay, all right, so the first thing, we create an instance called commuter bike. And so the first thing we're going to do is print out when it's initialized. And so it's going to be, the type is going to be no type, space -1, print line. And then we're going to set the year to 1968. And so then we're going to print, well, it's just going to be no type space 1968, I think. Well, that didn't seem too difficult. How about this one? All right, define a constructor as indicated. So we've got supposed to define a constructor here. Write a constructor initialized to 0, vehicle ID to -1. I don't know, public void car record. Year made equals 0. Vehicle ID num equals -1. Is that all I'm supposed to do? Well, I better end the method. Is that right? Let's see, what is a... 'Cause I'm basically doing this right here. Yes, all right. But it seems like it's too easy, but run. My output was this, and it's supposed to be that. Vehicle. I create a new instance of a car. VIN is, my output was 0. When I'm set vehicle. Okay, it's something obvious that I'm missing. My mistake is that I don't think this should be there because I need to return something. I use it. I'm returning. Anyway, I think this is right. Okay. All right. So see, there's nothing in 7.6 or 7.7. So let me end it here and I will see you soon. Thanks for watching.